Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of the SMU Death Penalty Dynasty. This is James coming back at you. We are in Season 12, Game 4, the last game of the non-conference slate, and we are hosting the ECU Pirates of East Carolina. Number 1, SMU Mustangs here at Ford Stadium. It's a beautiful day, 75 degrees. Like I said, it's the last game of non-conference play. We're 3-0 so far. We're just coming off a nice win against TCU. We've got a big one today. ECU is a team that traditionally has given us some issues, at least early on in games. And we've kind of moved on. They're a former Conference USA opponent. We played 3 of those teams so far. UTEP, Houston, and ECU rounding it out, with TCU being an inner city team that we like to play. Should be heavily favored in this game. And this is a game where, again, we're trying to work out some kinks. Got a bye week coming up next week, and then we travel to Stillwater, Oklahoma to play the Oklahoma State Cowboys, who've got some talent, including a very good quarterback. So we get a chance today to go ahead and get some things ironed out. We'll go ahead and go from there. Right off the bat, impact running back across midfield, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Byram goes the distance on the very first play. 73-yard touchdown run for ECU. And once again, we play this team, and they get off to a hot start. Little pitch play to the left. We were caught in a 4-3. We were trying to blitz a linebacker off the edge, and they pitched the right way, and we went the wrong way. They got the right blocks, and voila, just like that, 7-0 ECU. So we got to go to work here. Eric Clark, right hash, fires to the left, finds Brian Holt, the freshman, getting more involved week to week. 2nd and 6. Clark shotgun fires over the middle and overthrows Freddie Wilson. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Shotgun Clark rolls right, surveying, going for Trey Caraway, and pretty fortunate to get that one back. We got to hit as we threw, and we go 3 and out. We got to punt this ball away. Byram immediately finds a hole up the middle out of that ace formation. You take a look right there, 87 yards on 2 carries. We're going to bottle that one up, though. That's the direct snap, and that's a bit of our bugaboo play, but we hold them to a loss of 1. They're going to go right back to it, say, hey, we don't think you can stop it twice. And the answer was, you're kind of right. And Tavius Black gets a nice tackle there. It is going to bring up 3rd and 7. Double tight left, high, drops back, throws to the right, finds Dotson, but is not able to pick up a first down, and they're going to punt the football right back to us. A good job by the defense. Clark is going deep. We got the matchup against the linebacker, and Brian Holt is loose. 10-5, touchdown SMU Mustangs. The freshman gets loose behind the linebacker, and from the shadow of our own goal line, you see the arm strength on a rope. That is a 60-yard dime from Eric Clark, in stride, touchdown, and just like that, it is 7-all here in Dallas. ECU goes back to work, throws to the left to Green. Green's got space across midfield, spin move, and down to the 47-yard line. Our backup defensive end, Janari Dixon, is coming up lane here with a bit of a wrist issue. We'll see if he comes back. Double tight set, they run the option. Not a good-looking option play. We had the edges pretty much taken care of there. You can see we get the push, and they try to pitch that back, and honestly, a little bit lucky to get that one back. That was a weird-looking pitch. So High's going to throw it across the middle. He finds their own version of Holt. He's a little bit bigger, though, but he makes a nice play. 3rd and 2, double tight left, ace formation. They're going to go play action. High's going to go deep to the back of the end zone. And you better believe it, there's that man again. Byram out of the backfield. Touchdown, ECU Pirates. Byram's got 1 rushing. He's got 1 receiving. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. They get one-on-one coverage, and Byram makes that play. So the impact halfback coming up with the goods here for the Pirates early on. Clark going deep. We're going right back to Holt. We got that same matchup again, and we burn them again all the way down to the ECU 25. Bryant Holt having a huge quarter here. We're getting the matchup we want. There's a certain formation, or if you have a tight end kind of lined up on the left side and you get man-to-man coverage, you can actually get them lined up against a linebacker. And if you have like a big receiver out there that can block and run, it's a bit of a mismatch. And that safety comes up, and you can get some big yardage out of that. So we got him twice with it. We get him here. Man coverage, Freddie Wilson, 10-5, touchdown SMU Mustangs. And we tie this game right back up. So the offense, after a bit of a stutter start, is off to the races. Freddie Wilson looking good coming out of the backfield. We're halfway through the first quarter. We got some fireworks. We're tied at 14. They're going play action. They're going to fire over the middle of Cunningham, the tight end. He picks up a nice gain. High, starting off hot. 4 completions in a row. They go to Byram here. Byram picks up a first down on the ground. Good looking play there. Tight end left, ace formation. Go back to Byram, who falls forward and drags a defender and picks up a nice little gain there. 2nd and 6, does pick up 4. Direct snap to the left. Byram jukes back inside. Picks up about 3. It's going to bring up picks up 2. 3rd and 4. They're going to run right up the gut. He dives for it. I don't think he picked it up. He did not. So they end up going 3 and out, and they got to give the ball back to us. And we go directly to Trey Caraway, who's across midfield. It's about time he got involved. It's been too long, right? 25 yards on the flag route. Good looking catch in front of the safety using that big frame, and just like that, we're at the ECU 48. Clark rolling to the right and throws over Isaac Jones, and not able to make that play there. So we have to come back, and we go back to Bryant Holt. Catches that ball over the middle. It's going to bring up 3rd and manageable here. It's going to be the last play of the first quarter. We hand this ball off to Jakari Brown up the gut. He doesn't pick up all of it, but it is going to bring up 4th and short here. ECU is going to celebrate. I have news. We are going to go for this. 14-all going into the second quarter. 4th and inches. Oh, yeah. 30, 25, 20, jukes and gets down to the 16. Jakari Brown, great job by the O-line there, sealing off the right side. You can see the blocks, and there was no question he was picking that up. Good looking play there, good looking run play on 4th and inches. You know we're aggressive on 4th down. That was just a matter of time. So Clark takes a snap here, rolls left, has Trey Caraway. He's looking for the edge, and he gets it into the end zone. He's drugged into the end zone by the DB, just using that big frame. He kept that route running. He kept that drag, and Eric Clark found him. You can see here he rolls left. Caraway's able to make that play, and he's just too much for the DB to handle, who drags him into the end zone. You can see the action here. Does a great job staying down that line. So we take a 21-14 lead here early second quarter. ECU's going to go back to work. That one's going to get knocked away. Drew High, you can see 4 for 6. 2nd and 10. Shotgun, High drops, looks, throws left, and he has his man Byram. You got to be kidding. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. This running back is killing us. Touchdown ECU. This one's a distance job. This one, I believe, goes for 83, something like that. This running back is absolutely decimating us. He's got 2 receiving touchdowns, 2 touchdowns of 70 yards or longer, and this game is tied at 21 here in the second quarter, and we have got to go back to work, and we're going to go find Drayton Anderson. He's not able to haul that pass in, but there is a flag on the play, and this is in the vicinity, yes indeed, of defensive pass interference. I don't know if I love that call. ECU coach doesn't either. I don't blame him. Under center, Clark's going to throw over the middle, find Trey Caraway. Picks up a nice gain there on first down, picks up 6, 2nd and 4. Clark, he's going to fire deep down the field, and he's got Drayton Anderson this time. You saw there were 2 DBs there, but Drayton had them both beat, and he uses that big 6'4 frame, and he goes up and gets this pass as well. So we're able to find another big chunk, and that gets us all the way down inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. Clark under center. He's going to fire right to Drayton. Tries a spin move, but is not able to quite pull it off there. Only picks up about a yard if he got anything there. Also, Eric Clark took a shot. He took an absolute shot there. We do not love to see it. 2nd and 10, we go under center. Jakari Brown does a great job picking, finding a hole. Stretches out, is not able to get the goal line, but is pretty close. 1st and goal at the 1. You know what time it is. It's Trey Caraway time. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. Trey Caraway gets on the scoreboard again. 28-21, I formation, tight end left. Byram up the gut. Trying to pick his way, picks up a few, doesn't pick up much there. Gets about 3, 2nd and 7. Double tight left. Byram up the gut again, tries to juke, not able to get much there either. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Shotgun delayed handoff to Byram, and he's got a ton of space. Big time gain. Hurdles and gets all the way down to our 45-yard line. You can take a look at the numbers here. 12 carries, 10.5 yards a carry. This kid's over 120 yards here in the first half. He's killing us, and that's not including his receiving. And here's another big one. Across midfield and down to the 38. This kid is absolutely killing us. He's got close to 300 all-purpose yards in this first half. It is the Mark Byram show. We will definitely take a look at some stats here at some point, because this kid is absolutely destroying us here. Here we go. Raheem Scott says, okay, that's enough. All right, 3rd and 14, High in the shotgun. Fires deep down the field. There's a lot of coverage, and that one's going to fall incomplete. So ECU is not able to keep that momentum going. They do punt the football back to us. We're going to go deep down the field to Bryant Holt. Can we connect the dots? No, just a bit of an overthrow. Showing off that arm, Eric. That's okay. 2nd and 10. High snap. Clark surveys. He's going to fire deep to Trey Caraway, who hauls it in. Gets over the DB. The corner was playing that shallow zone, so we had a little bit of a gap there, and Clark once again showed off the arm, made it happen. Clark rolls right, throws the ball away. You could see the referee clear as day throw the flag. It's almost always a holding call. It is once again here. This is going to be on Hunter Strong, the center. It's going to bring us back to a 1st and 10 here. There's a minute 10 left in the first half. We're trying to get points here to extend this lead before half. We throw it short. Drayton Anderson unable to haul that one in. It's going to bring up 2nd and 20. Clark shotgun bunch set, rolls left, surveys, looks, throws to Isaac Jones, and overthrows him just a little bit there. So it's 3rd and 20. Going back to the shotgun, Clark rolls left, looking for Trey Caraway, throws it deep down the field, and he beats his man. 10-5 touchdown, 3 touchdowns and 3 drives for Trey Caraway. This man is possessed. 66-yard touchdown, and it is 35-21. Once again, the flag route. Trey Caraway runs it better than anybody in the country. You can see he gets the position. And against these type of DBs, man, you better be real good. You better be tall and you better be physical, because if you're not, you're going to get beat. 35-21. They go back to the direct snap. We try to play it. Mark Byram breaks the tackle from Raheem Scott. You can see he's got 150 rushing yards and only 15 carries. High surveys, fires over the middle, and he's got Holt again. Good looking play there by the tight end. He broke a tackle as well. You can see the production. ECU is moving this football. Shotgun, high surveys, looks, throws over the middle. He's got Dotson over the middle, but there is a flag on the play. I believe this one's going to come back. We'll take a look here. Yes, indeed. It is holding on ECU, so it's 1st and 20. High's going to scramble to the right. He's looking for room, cuts back inside, and boy, he got just about all of it back. 2nd and 3, he picks up 17. They're going to go no huddle. We'll see if we decide to call a timeout or not, or if they're going to go back to Mark Byram. They do pitch the ball off to Byram, who says, I'm going to throw it. Ooh, there's his first mistake. Intercepted by the DB, Evan Favors. That's a user pick. Let him throw that ball this time. He tries to throw the ball over the middle. We read it. He overthrew it, and Evan Favors was in the right place at the right time. We get that good animation. We'll take it. So Mark Byram makes his first mistake of the day, and that brings us to halftime. 35-21. We're going to start with this ball. Clark shotgun rolls right. He's taking a deep shot to Anderson in double coverage. Yeah, not ideal. Not a great play. 2nd and 10. We're going to go back to shotgun. Clark looks, throws to the left. He's got Bryant Holt, spins upfield, cuts up and picks up a nice gain, but he is banged up here. Bryant Holt comes up a little bit lame, and he's going to miss a couple of weeks. That's a 3-week injury. He's going to miss the rest of this game and the Oklahoma State game. So we're already kind of short at wide receiver. We might see a tight end or two. We might see Briggs Bozeman get a few more snaps here moving forward. We'll see how it transpires, just like when we had an injury for the full game, for the second half for Houston when Trey Caraway missed the second half of that game. So might be some more Briggs Bozeman here. In the meantime, we got a big play to Freddie Wilson. It's 3rd and 6. We're going to go to Trey Caraway, who gets absolutely destroyed over the middle, but does haul that in and get a first down. You can see the numbers: 8 catches, 150 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Jakari Brown, big hole up the gut, breaks a tackle and gets all the way down to the 2-yard line. We're going to hand it back off to him, and he finishes it off. Barely. He takes a shot, but he was judged to have crossed the goal line. Touchdown SMU, 42-21. But we have stemmed the tide a little bit on ECU's offense. We've made a couple of plays, and our offense is starting to take advantage. So we're starting to pull away here a little bit. You can see the offense really kick it into 3rd gear. 2nd down here, high under center. Fires over the middle and does not get what he needs from his receiver. 3rd and 7. They're going to go I formation, high play action. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to chuck it deep into double coverage. That is an incredible catch by Dotson, but there's a flag on the play. The reason that the quarterback had the time to throw is because they were holding, which is cheating, and that's not okay. 3rd and 16. High is going to throw deep again into double coverage again, and this one, even triple coverage. That one's not going to be complete. So they're going to punt this football. We're going to get great field position across their 40. Fires left to Trey Caraway, and he's got space, 20, and across the 15. Another big day for Trey Caraway. He's now the leading receiver on the team for the day, as Bryant Holt had that honor early on in this game, as he had 2 huge catches early. but Trey Caraway has now pulled into the lead. 1st and 10 at the ECU 14. We fire to the right. We've got Drayton Anderson. Good-looking catch there. Gets us across the 10. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Clark surveys. He fires to the right. Drayton Anderson has some space and crosses the goal line. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. The ponies are rolling, baby. 49-21. The offense has really kicked it up a notch. 49-21 here in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Flynn over the middle. Nice gain there. Good-looking catch. High found him in stride. Under center here, tight end right. They're going to go play action again. High steps up in the pocket, finds Byram again, and he gets across midfield. Another nice catch for Mark Byram. It's going to bring up 1st and 6 at the SMU 46. 1st and 10, excuse me. High tries to scramble out of there. Not able to get much. Jacarius Cooper shuts that down. 2nd and 12. High shotgun. Fires over the middle. There's that man again. Mark Byram catches the ball on the Texas route, and he picks up a 1st down. 1st and 10. They try a little direct snap there. The quick handoff. Byram finds space. Gets across the 10-yard line. 15-10, and look at that. They're going to go I formation, but spread it out. High throw short, intercepted. Malik Miller has picked it off, and he's got space. 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, SMU. Get that man some cotton candy. 95-yard pick six. That man is going to the Piccadilly Circus. It's a beautiful thing. Malik Miller, the converted free safety, just jumps in front of this pass and shows off that speed. He was a free safety recruit, but he's like, I can play corner. Yes, you can, young man. Big-time play. That completely stems the tide of that drive. Instead of ECU maybe thinking about getting a score there and making it a 3-score game, voila. It's a 5-score game, 56-21. You saw the numbers there. Byram has 156 yards receiving, and he has 150 yards rushing. He has over 300 total yards in this game. Nobody else has done anything for this team except for that dude. He has been fantastic, and he's really made us earn it today. 56-21. We had a quick 3-and-out. We tried to fire over the middle. We had kind of a weird animation there with Drayton Anderson. He doesn't continue the route, even though he signaled that he was open. So we fire to the right to him. We try to get him back involved. Again, another kind of a weird stutter start there, but he is able to pick up a couple. And that's how we go to the fourth quarter. 56-21 here. Clark fires over the middle. Trey Caraway, good-looking catch. And that's going to get us a fresh set of downs. Good-looking play there by Eric Clark. We're at the ECU 37. Clark surveys, looks directly into a sack. He rolls left. He probably shouldn't have done that. Left tackle didn't quite hold up his end of the bargain here. You can see he gets beat, and Clark rolls right into it, which is going to bring up 2nd and 20. Under center, Clark surveys. He fires over the middle to Trey Caraway, who's not able to bring that one in. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Clark under center. We're going to hand off, try to get something. Not able to do so. That's unfortunate. 4th and 19. We're up by 35. What do we care? Clark shotgun going for it. You better believe he's got Trey Caraway. 20-15 spin move. 10-5. Touchdown SMU Mustangs. We figured we're feeling good. We had a play that we liked. They haven't stopped it yet. Are they going to stop it now? The answer was no. Trey Caraway gets another big-time play, his 4th touchdown of the game. He's absolutely decimating the secondary. ECU gets a late touchdown, but it's all semantics. It's all window dressing. 36-28 final here as SMU, the #1 team of the country, wraps up non-conference play. A huge day for Trey Caraway, an unfortunate injury for Bryant Holt, who started out this game on fire. But yeah, he'll miss the Oklahoma State game, but otherwise, good-looking game. Credit to ECU and Mark Byram. That halfback did whatever he wanted in this game. Like I mentioned, he had 150 rushing and 150 receiving. It's just not something that you see every day. So really great game for him. But once they got this thing tied up at 21, we really ran away from it. The defense put the clamps on him. 486 yards is a lot, but a lot of that was in the first half. They didn't really do much in the second half, and we just kind of figured things out as we went along. So the defense hasn't been perfect in non-conference play. Not great, not terrible. But you can see the numbers for Eric Clark here are monstrous. 24 for 36, over 500 yards, 7 touchdowns. Trey Caraway, 11 catches, 232 and 4. Bryant Holt, 5 receptions, 170. You can see those are going to be out for 3 weeks. So we're going to need somebody else to step up. We'll see who that is. Defensively, big day for Antavius Black, 8 tackles. But yeah, another good-looking offensive game. But after a really good defensive game last week, we did not quite bring the goods this week. Again, their halfback went absolutely nuts. 19 carries, 184 yards and a touchdown. And then he had 6 catches for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was incredible today. So tip your cap. Good job by the defense to eventually wrap it up, but Oklahoma State's got some talent, and we're going to have to figure it out for conference play. So we'll see how we do. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the time, and we'll see you next time. Take care.